Good day once again. I was going to start this really short video off with Radiohead Jigsaw falling into place, but I couldn't get a very good copy of it, so we'll just go ahead as per normal. Now, in the age of revelation, everything is being revealed to us, and mainly due to the internet and a lot of online digital soldiers sharing their information freely with the world. But the internet is now revealing how we've been trapped in a system for hundreds of years as slaves. And in this video, we're going to try and make it a bit clearer as to who controls the financial system, and it may surprise you. Not a lot of people realize who is right behind the financial system, because in most cases, everyone believes that the banks rule the world. Reality is very different. Insurance companies, in particular, the trust division of insurance companies, but including the public trust, the married trustee, they administrate trusts set up in the name of the Father. So we're going to show you how they set about this. Because when we're born, we're on the private side of the ledger. We're not connected to the system in any way, shape, or form, and we have unalienable rights. Those rights you must learn, otherwise you have no rights. And we're identified on the private side of the system by the printout, or in America it's the live birth certificate. But because we see things on the other side of the fence, we think, oh, we must apply for some of these benefits. And that happens upon registration. So the registration happens, and then the trustee companies, the insurance companies with their trustee divisions, they set up a trust. Now, it's based on the placenta, which is the dead, okay, and it's called a Sedeke Vai trust. And the Sedeke Vai means a person for whose life an interest in property is held by another person. Okay, so while we're alive, we have a trust set up holding our property. Quite complicated, but there it is. Now, the trust is set up in the name of the Father. So on the private side of the ledger, on the left-hand side there, we have John Henry, and on the public side, we have Doe, or the name of the Father. If any of you are not aware of John Doe, whenever a dead body turns up at the funeral parlor and they don't know the name, they just say we have a John Doe until they know the identification. Okay, so Doe comes under administration with the trustee companies. The trustee companies then set up agents. They appoint agents to work on their behalf, and those agents, once you get an agency with the trustee companies, you get commission for making money for the trusts. So it's a pretty important part being an agent. But if an agent comes to us, we then become the principal. Now, one of the first agencies that the trustee companies set up is the New Zealand Law Society, or whichever country you're in, the Law Society. As agents for the trustee companies, they set up their courts and they set up lawyers to help muddy the waters. So don't forget, they're only agents for the trustee companies who are administrating our trusts. Now, once John Henry decides he wants some benefits, he goes with his birth certificate, which is under administration, and talks to an agent. So one of the agents he will talk to is a bank. Now the bank, being an agent, they can access our trust for us. The Land Transport New Zealand, we go there to get our driver's license. We go to WINS to get our welfare benefits or our pensions, depending on what. And doctors, everyone who we go to see is an agent for the insurance companies or the trustee companies. Now, DOE is set up in the name of the Father. Now, if you go to the good book, it says, do not take the Father's name in vain. So when we do, we pay the price for it. So Land Transport issues licenses. We've now taken the Father's name, and as we have their license, we must obey their rules or pay a fine. We pay, and the agent gets a commission. Pretty simple system when it's all broken down, but been totally hidden from us up until now. Thanks to the internet, we're putting all those jigsaw puzzles together. Banks are also agents for the trust. We give them power of attorney to access our trust account, and we pay the bank commission and interest. So, we're slowly putting those pieces of the puzzle together. But don't forget, every one of you has a piece of the puzzle. They've kept us divided so that we don't share our pieces, or they've kept us on the treadmill of life trying to pay with a job and trying to keep us so busy that we could never sit down and break the system apart as we are doing at the moment. But as we become aware that we're all one, we will learn to share freely. Now, in learning to share freely, we will put those final missing pieces in together. So all you digital soldiers out there, start looking further into what I've said, what other people have said. Put the comments in the section down below. Start sharing the pieces that you have. It may be the final pieces that we need to finally topple this evil system that has kept us in slavery. Good luck out there.